Welcome back to my channel, guys. In this video we learn how to sew a pleated skirt vent. Okay, so if it's something you want to learn how to do, please keep watching and let's get to the tutorial. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Okay, so even though the focus is on the back skirt, that is the back pattern of the skirt, that's where the vent is, would cut the front first, because we'll be using the front to cut the back so that you see how to go about it. So I just folded my fabric and then I marked out my starting point, and then from there I started marking from my waistline to my hip of 9 inches, then from my waistline again to my knee length. Okay, so gets usually it's from 18 inches to 19 inches depending on the height of the person. All right, then I'll get my full length, and then I'll add my seam allowance to my full length. Okay, and mark it. So we'll be using the front pattern. That's just a basic skirt, long skirt. We use it to cut the back. Okay, so that you'd see how to go about the cutting of the back to achieve the back vent. All right, now I've gotten my lines, and then I'll go ahead and attach my circumferences. So on my waistline, I'm going to do a quarter of my waist plus 2 inches seam allowance. Now for this skirt, I'm not going to put that. Just cut your normal skirt like you would. If you like to put that, add your that, you know. So I'm not going to put that. And then I did the same thing for my hip, a quarter of my hip, and then on my knee, I just removed 1.5 inches from whatever I had on my hip. Okay, so that's, it just follows the shape of your body. Now that same thing I have on my knee, so that I also brought down to my hemline. Okay, so I'm just connecting this like so, and then we have the basic skirt. I'll go ahead and I'm going to cut this out. Okay, then would use it to cut the back. So I've cut it out. I've cut out the upper part that I marked out, and then we have the front. Now for the back, I folded a fabric into two as well, and as you can see, it is wider, really wider, because you need an extra for this side that is on fold. Okay, now I'm going to place, usually if you're cutting, you just place your back on it and make space for your zipper allowance, but in this case you make space for both your zipper allowance and the vent. Okay, now the space you're going to make depends on how wide you want the vent to be, the width of the vent to be. I want the width of my vent to be 8 inches. You can do more than that or even less depending on what you want. So I have my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. I'm going to mark out, and then from the 1.5 inches I'm going to mark an extra 8 inches for my vent. Okay, so I'm just marking my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. After marking 1.5 inches, what will be left of the folded area will be 8 inches. So in total, the space I have on there is 9.5 inches. I hope you understand. But first, I am marking out my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. So once I've marked it out, I have 8 inches left here for the width of my back vent. I hope you understand. Now to determine where you want it to be, the slit to start from, the vent to start from. Okay, you remember I marked 19 inches for my knee length. Okay, so you can even start from there. It's fine. You can do 18 to 19 inches, but I want mine to be 20 inches. But because of the measurement I'm working with is for a tall person, and the skirt is not really pencil like that. Okay, so from 18 to 20 inches is okay. Now from that 19 inches I marked, I'll measure 2 inches down. Right, so I'm marking 21 inches actually, 21 inches. Okay, So you can just maintain that line. That was what I was just trying to say. You can maintain that line. So in total I have 21 inches for mine. You can maintain that line of 19 inches that we used to cut for the front, but I didn't want to. So I just kept down by 2 inches. So what I will do is I'm going to cut it like so. Can you see? So if you're maintaining that line that we used for the knee length of the front, you can just cut through that line. But I am not. I am cutting through the 21 inches line that I marked all the way to the zipper allowance upward. Okay, now this is what we will have. Then we have this unfold for the skirt bent. Now I'm going to cut exactly. I'll just finish cutting out the back pattern using the front as a guide, and then once I'm done, the back will be ready, and I'll cut exactly this on the lining, except that the lining will be about 1.5 inch shorter at the hem. Okay, so that by the time you turn, your lining will not be showing. I know you understand. Now for the front, I just came down by half inch in front, and I slanted it to the side of the front all the way to the folded area and cut. This helps me to eliminate bulging in front or the folding that you in front. Okay, this is optional, but I like to do it. Like I told you, I'm not putting any that. Okay, so it's ready, and I'm going to cut exactly this. Cut the lining exactly this for the front and the back. Now the major focus, like I said, is on the back, so that I'll show you how to make the vents. I just notched the zipper allowance, the top and the bottom, and this is what it will look like by the time the vents is sewn. So we'll go ahead and cut the lining for the back. Now I folded my lining into two, and on the hem, like I said, the lining will be 1.5 inch shorter, so I folded my main hem fabric by 1.5 so that I'll cut from there. So I'll just mark it out so that I will not mistakenly cut through my main fabric with the scissors. Then I'm going to cut it like you would your normal basic skirt when you're attaching a lining. Cut through the sides, and then for the vent area, just the exact thing, except that the lining is shorter by 1.5 inch, right? Now we have the lining. Can you see that it's shorter? I also cut the lining for the front, and it's also shorter, but let's focus on the back. Okay, now to turn the back with the lining, you're going to place your lining, open the front of the fabric, that is the back, and place your lining front facing front. Just place your lining at the front of the fabric, since the lining doesn't have a front and a back, and then sew the hem with half of an inch. And when you sew the hem, you will notice that all that extra allowance will come up. Sew it with half of an inch, and then we have all the extra allowance up here, but then you're going to align that area as well and sew. Okay, so I've sewn the hem with half of an inch, as you can see, and then like I said, all the extra allowances will come at the top like this. But then what you will do is to match everything, or match the lining even at the upper part, all the extra allowance. Now you're going to match up your lining, match it up, make it equal up to the parts that is cut out here. You can even go ahead and hold with a pin, make sure that everything matches, so that at the end of the day, when you sew with half of an inch as well, all that allowance will go back at the hem. Okay, so match it up, and then you're going to sew it all the way with half of an inch like this, just so that this rectangle with half of an inch. And then when you're done, you're now going to sew the sides again with half of an inch. Okay, So by the time you're done sewing, all that allowance would go back to the hem and you would have something like this. And then you go ahead and iron. Now I've sewn on that part I told you, the rectangle. I'll now go ahead and turn this inside out. Okay, I'll turn this inside out, but first we'll notch this angle. So you notch it like this, like a little slant. Don't cut through your seam, just notch it so that it will be easy for you to iron, so that it lays flat by the time you turn it over to the right side and iron, it lays flat. So can you see how I notched it? I will now put my hand in, turn it inside out, and I'll iron it very flat. So go ahead and do the same thing and make sure you use your iron. Now I've ironed it and I just folded it into two like this. Make sure everything aligns. Then I'll mark out my zipper allowance. Now because we sewed the side by half of an inch, your zipper allowance will now be 1 inch. Okay, so I'll just mark out my zipper allowance, and then I'm just drawing a line here just to indicate that this is where my vents, this is the width of my vent, this is 8 inches, and it's also going to serve as a guide to mark out my 1 inch zipper allowance. Okay, remember we used a zipper allowance of 1.5, but we sewed the sides with half of an inch, so what will be left is 1 inch. That is why we are marking out 1 inch zipper allowance. Now what I will do is to go to my machine and sew this line all the way down from the top to the bottom, and then I'll come back and show you what next to do. I've sewn it, and this is what we have: the basic skirt without a slit. So what I'll do is to open it up like this, and I'm going to iron the center back, open the zipper allowance and iron. Okay, so iron so that everything is going to come out nicely. Then for this vent, I'm going to fold it into two, like divide it into two and iron. Okay, first I'll just iron the center so that I'll create a crease line, and then use that crease line to know which is the middle and match it to the center back. As you can see what I did. Can you see? So I ironed it flat like this. I matched the crease line to the center back so that it's easier for me. Okay, so what we are going to do now is to mark out how our piece is going to be. So from that line that I marked on there, this line I'm showing you, we have 8 inches for our width, right? So I'm going to divide this 8 inches into two. So I'll mark from that line, I'll mark to 2 inches. Okay, so we have 3 lines, which means we'll have 4 spaces: 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2 inches each. Just rule it down. So I marked 2 inches. Okay, now what I'll do is I'm going to go, so we have 4 columns here, so I'm going to go to my machine and sew. I will not sew on this line that I'm marking now, which is on the zipper area. I'll start sewing from this second one. I will make a loose stitch on those lines. Okay, it's going to be easy for us. Make a loose stitch, because we're still losing it at the end of the pleating. So I've made my loose stitch. I made it here. I didn't make on this line. I make on the 3 lines facing the folded area. Okay, now I'll go ahead and do my pleating. Now we have these openings here, so what you will do is you put your hand at the top and at the bottom of that opening and make your pleat. Make sure that that part you sewed on matches the center line. Okay, so what it means is that you're sharing on both sides. Okay, that is the pleat, you're sharing on both sides. So you put your hand in there and make sure that the place you made a loose stitch matches the center line, and then you iron please iron really flat. Okay, now I've done the first one. Then the second one, I'll do the same thing. Put your hands in and make sure that the loose stitch you made matches the center line as well. Then you iron it flat. This can be a little tricky, but just take your time. No rush. Take your time because you want it to come out well. And please guys, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like this video so more people can see it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Now I'll do for the next column. I opened it up and shared. That's, you share on the left and on the right because the middle part, that is the loose stitch you made, is matching the center line. So some parts will go to the right and some part will go to the left. Do you understand me? So you do this until the last column. Okay, now for the last column we did not sew anything, so we'll use this crease line at the center there as a guide. That will be our center. So use your crease line there as your center and make sure it matches the center of the back. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? So iron this really flat with your hot steam iron or your hot iron with water. Iron it really flat. And then I've ironed everything. Now I'll go ahead and see this part. Now I'll mark out a straight line like this, and then you can hold it down with your pin and I'll go to my machine and sew it straight. Okay, you can even sew it like a triangular like this, and it depends on what you want, and make like a rose design or something. Okay, but I'll just sew it straight, and when you sew it straight it's going to appear on the right side. All right, so I've sewn it and see that it appeared on the right side. You can just, put a rose like I showed you, or just something fancy. It's optional. Now what we'll do next is to loosen the threads, even the one on the zipper allowance, the loose stitch. You have to loosen everything so that your back will now be open to show the pleats. And I've just done that. I've loosened all the stitch, including the one on the zipper allowance, and then this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is how to sew it. Now go ahead and sew up your skirt, and that's all guys. This is the end of this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Please click on the like button, subscribe to this channel if you found this helpful. Okay, and please share this video so that more people who want to learn this can see it. I'm going to see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.